Residents of San Pedro, Colombia, are regarding the recent public consultation a success after the community was able to voice its opinions regarding the draft Maya customary land policy. A major point of contention was the proposition of communal land for residents, which would result in the suspension of any private land titles currently held in that area. We spoke with Minister of Rural Transformation Oscar Requena, who stressed the importance of these consultations.
This is an ongoing process. As you're aware, the government continues to go community to community, engaging the villagers in consultation on the draft Maya land policy. So Colombia is just one of those steps here today, and I must say that I'm very grateful that the community came out. You saw that the people had an opportunity to be able to listen, to ask their questions, and to get clarifications. My position has been very clear that, at the end of the day, the government presents the draft policy, engages the communities in consultations to get the feedback, and at the end of the day, we have to respect the wishes and the will of the people. That is democracy. We are not in any way, imposing one over the other to the communities. We have to respect the will of the people.
Requena noted that although the turnout appeared small, it was a good representation of the Mayan community in San Pedro, Colombia.
I'll tell you what, San Pedro, Colombia is a very unique village. And I don't want you to get, a misrepresentation of the numbers that you see here. Generally, for meetings, in fact, today I think you have gotten a very good attendance, really and truly, because generally people don't really come out for meetings here in the community. So I think that if you were to really take, a census of the people who are out here today, that represents a good percentage of the community being out here.
Chairman of San Pedro, Colombia, Basilicas Choco, explained that one of the positive outcomes of this public consultation was being able to gather the opinions of the community on matters that have previously remained unresolved, such as that on communal land.
Today I am very happy because of the fact that before, we have several meetings before. We have had meetings with MLA, we have had meetings with the government side, but the community has never taken a position. And up to today, we still haven't taken a position. So there are questions in the air as it regards to communal land, and today I believe that is clear for majority of our people. And the next step, as I was telling them in our meeting, which I had planned for a meeting today with an attorney which is supporting us in finding alternatives, because our community doesn't want communal land. Majority of our community doesn't want communal land. We are trying to seek advice, independent advice, not from MLA, not from government. So our next meeting would be scheduling, looking at the alternative. And that's what I explained to them.
Choco further explained that the consultation helped to educate residents as a step towards independent land ownership.
Since a majority of our community doesn't want communal land, we, as I said to them, we want to identify people who have leased land. We want to identify people who have private property. We want to identify people who are living on land that is not measured or surveyed yet. Then we want to identify our people who do not have land at all. Then we're going to propose to government, this is what we want. We don't want this to come out of communal land and we don't have an alternative. So we have, and we've been thinking ahead, but we want to educate our people first, and I believe today was a great day to educate our people.
We also spoke with a resident of San Pedro, Colombia, to hear how he feels about the conclusion of the consultation.
I feel it's very difficult, about concerning about this communion and land, what's happening, and all of us, we have, well, not the whole community, but very few of the community, that they have a leased land and a private land, and just like that. And we are not used of that again, because our community is growing big. This village here, I know when I was a little boy here around this school here, it's a big tree here. This is a big tree, but now everything is getting, the populated is growing now. You go to the back street here, we have a lot of people, a lot are there in the bush. And some of them, they have a lot of children at their home, they don't have no land, and that's very difficult to us, That's why we are not interested of communion land. we are interested of our own private property or leased land, but we are interested of that because we have our grand picnic. I have a grand picnic, about 30 of them. There are a lot of them. So where these kids are going now whenever I die, I know I'm not going to care nothing to die, but I'm going to leave something for the inheritance of my grand picnic.
Britney Gordon for News 5.